Okay, hey guys, this is a different angle. Hey guys, I'm gonna be talking about the title of this video. I think it's gonna be the pandemic ruined everyone, including me. Like, I lost my virginity to the pandemic because it fucked me up so badly. I'm telling you, it fucked me up so much. I went through a psychosis that probably lasted for more than a year. So, when somebody in my family died suddenly, and I got depressed. Obviously, who doesn't get depressed when someone you love dies? Because I don't know. I don't know unless that's the person you hate and they die, then I guess it's valid to not feel anything. But I don't know. This person means a lot to me. So when they died, I got depressed. And I think 1 or 2 years later, I went into a psychosis. I started hearing stuff. I swear, I started hearing stuff. I thought I was actually schizophrenic. Like, that's how bad it was. I started hearing, like, demonic voices, like, right after the pandemic ended or something. I don't know. It was in 2022. So, in 2022, I started hearing demonic voices telling me to, like, you know what I mean? Don't want to say the actual word. And I don't know, there were like child voices and demonic voices whispering into my ear. And I genuinely thought I was possessed by a demon because with this one time I was sleeping, this motherfucker, this voice, this deep ass voice whispered into my ear and said, "No!" In that voice. At 3:26 a.m., I remember this clearly. At 3:26 a.m., I was awakened by this scary ass voice. And oh my god, I feel like everyone was mean during and after the pandemic. I'm glad that things are starting to settle down, but still, it's like, what happened? I mean, I know the pandemic happened, but goddamn, why are people so mean now? I'm getting tired of the pandemic excuses, even though I'm kind of guilty of this. I was really mean during and after the pandemic, and now I have finally come into my senses and stopped being mean. Well, if I mean for setting my boundaries, then I mean that's the good kind of meanness, right? But I was the bad kind of mean back then, and I guess people are still that bad kind of mean. I don't know, everyone was and is still in survival mode because obviously, like, politics and all of that. Whew. I don't want to get into politics because I'm gonna be humble enough to say that uh, I'm probably like uneducated in politics. I don't have a political degree, so I'm not gonna speak on that. But for sure, like, there's some political tension in this world. So, unfortunately, I swear to God, this decade is probably really cursed. I'm really excited for the year 2030 because I know it's gonna be the most prosperous one for me. I don't know with everyone else. Hopefully, it will be prosperous for everyone else. Because, baby, if we go through a shitty decade, the next one better be good, okay? I'm just so happy that. Oh shit, my car just turned off. Anyway, I just. I'm just so glad that we only have 4 years in this decade left. I want to get out of here. I really do. I want this horrific, demonic ass decade to get out. I really do. Hopefully, all of the bad stuff happens to me in this decade so that, all of the good stuff can happen to me the next decade, okay? So, like, all the bad stuff better come in. All of the bad stuff better come in so that, the next decade, I don't have to deal with that shit anymore. I hate this decade so much. If 2020 were a person, I would murder that person. I'm not kidding. If 2020 were a person, I don't know. I would beat that person up and end up in jail. I'd rather go to jail for beating up that person, okay? I really do. Because that 2020 person killed somebody in my family. That 2020 person gave me psychosis and some schizophrenic symptoms in 2022. That person gave me loneliness, so much loneliness. 4 years of loneliness. 4 years of being alone just because of my mental illness and just because somebody died. I'm so glad that my life changed in 2024. I really do. But it's still not enough. We need more blessings to come because this is not enough. This is not going to cover up the bullshit that happened prior to 2024 and after 2019. Like, we need more blessings. Like, God or the universe, show me how good it gets. Better cover up the bullshit that happened for 4 years from 2020 to 2024. Cover up the bullshit, baby. Come on. And to those who have lost people due to the demonic ass virus, yes, I'm calling it demonic. Yes, I am calling it demonic. Like, before 2020, I wasn't very, like, spiritual or religious, but now I genuinely believe that the devil exists because what the hell were those voices in my head? What the hell were those demonic voices whispering into my ear saying I should, like, KMS? I should, like, not exist in this world anymore. That I should just, I don't know, do harm on myself. That is crazy. I genuinely believe that's demonic. Hopefully it's just like, psychosis or schizophrenia symptoms. But if it's not, then I genuinely believe those are demons. Like, I genuinely need to bathe in holy water. My family and I don't go to church anymore. But I genuinely need to bathe in holy water after what had happened in the first half of the decade. Woo! Jesus! Jesus, take the wheel! Okay, I'm going crazy. This decade made me crazy, okay? Let me go crazy. I'm not hurting anyone by going crazy, so. But, as I was saying, it really... Oh my god, this decade made me believe that demons are actually real. I don't know what it is. 'Cause why was everyone so mean and so miserable during and after the pandemic? It's so insane. I genuinely believe the devil has its grip on the freaking planet. It turned everyone crazy, including me. And to those who didn't go crazy, I am jealous of you. Please do not go crazy. I do not wish that on my enemy at all. Because craziness can lead to destruction, and we don't want that, okay? Even if you hate somebody so much, you wouldn't want them to go crazy. Because they might do some destructive things in society. So, I really don't wish that. I really don't wish my worst enemy to have depression, to have psychosis, to have, like, these schizophrenic symptoms I had. Woo! And there are still people who aren't There are still people who haven't recovered from the pandemic. Like, that's how bad this decade has been. Like, God bless those people. I am not very religious, but God bless those people. Oh my God. Please get them out of their misery. Okay. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully the next decade will be very blessed and prosperous to you guys. I'm praying. Let's bring in that energy. Let's manifest together, okay? Dear God or the universe or any higher power, please bless us with a very good decade next decade. Anywho, goodbye.